In the past, Subaru has conquered the World Rally Championship and just about every rainy, snowy, muddy rally event in the world. What they haven't tried to conquer yet is the hybrid car market, until now. This is a 2014 Subaru XV Crosstrek Hybrid, Touring Edition, in quartz blue pearl, and it's my favorite color. Fuel economy specs on it are 33 miles per gallon highway, which is the exact same as the non-hybrid Crosstrek, but you do get an extra 4 miles per gallon in the city, which I guess helps it save the world a little better. On the outside, you get a handy set of roof rails. You get a new set of Crosstrek wheels just for the hybrid. I actually like the non-hybrid ones better. 8.7 inches of ground clearance, which is the exact same as a Forester. An aggressive appearance, rally-inspired fender flares make this car pretty great looking. Let's go drive it. Inside are heated seats. You got 6-way adjustable on the driver's side. On the touring model, you have leather just about everywhere. But the coolest thing is this multi-function display. So you've got your miles per gallon over time. You've got miles per gallon and miles till you run out. Pretty standard. Clock. Oh man, that's something great to have. Something to do with the GPS. And this one's pretty cool. This one does shows you which wheels grip. I guess that's pretty standard on Subaru models, but still, it's the first time I'm seeing it. And you got the little display that shows you what you're running on. Once I push the gas, engine kicks on, and I'm just using the engine now with charge going to the electric motor. Pretty sweet. And this one shows how much you've saved over the life of the car. I've only saved about 1/10 of a gallon so far. Not that much, but still, worth a shot. The first thing you'll notice when you start driving this thing is the power. It doesn't have a lot. 148 horsepower, 160 with the electric engine. With the batteries and the electric motor, it makes it even heavier, so it's pretty slow off the line. Like, you know when you have a nightmare where someone's chasing you and you just can't seem to get away because you're stuck in quicksand and you just can't run fast enough? That's this nightmare. I specifically picked out an automatic from the dealership because I've never driven a car with CVT before, and I gotta say, it's pretty strange. It changes gear when you don't expect it, and when you do expect it, it doesn't. The throttle response is pretty strange as well. It's almost like you're playing a video game with lag time. You push the gas and nothing happens till about a half second later. It's like you're just sitting there like, man, I pushed the A button. I pushed the A button. I think I'll stick to the manual. This car also comes with 2 safety braking systems, brake assist, which gives you the full force of the brakes depending on how hard and fast you push the brake, and a brake override system that detects if your 95-year-old grandma gets in the car and just jams on both the gas and the brake at the same time. Old people safety. It's what makes a Subaru a Subaru. This is no doubt a pretty loaded car, but all this has got me wondering, why did Subaru make this car in the first place? It's time to drop some knowledge on you. It's time for alt.shift's 20-second car history. Subaru introduced the Crosstrek XV in 2011 as a concept car. In 2012, it went on sale in the US. The Crosstrek's designer said in an interview that the car was inspired by North Face, yes, the jacket company, and no, I'm not making this up. He said he wanted to design a car that was both very functional but also fashionable. For the 2014 model year, they introduced the hybrid model, the first of its kind from Subaru. It came with 12 added horsepower from an electric motor and a minor loss in cubic feet of storage space, eliminating the spare tire, and that's what we're driving today. I know exactly what you're thinking. 12 extra horsepowers, 4 extra miles to the gallon. What's the point of the hybrid version? Valid question, thank you for asking. It's not so much what it does as the concept behind it. This is Subaru's first try at a hybrid. They're going to be taking baby steps with it. They already got a pretty well-known brand, and this is a pretty new concept. Enough chat, let's get down to the score. The XV Crosstrek is a looker. It's got a tame off-road look that makes you want to take a second glance at it. 7 out of 10. The interior is plush. Leather, just about everything. And look at this, a cup holder that isn't over the stereo. Holy crap, this is the greatest invention since protein beer. Actually, that hasn't been invented yet. Someone please do that. Anyway, 8 out of 10. The geek factor is strong with this one. GPS, HD stereo, hands-free calling, 8 out of 10. Want to race in the Crosstrek Hybrid? You'd better stick to Rallycross. The McPherson struts on the front and the double wishbone suspension in the back make for a very nice ride, but the lack of any real horsepower and the added weight from the electric motor and batteries really makes it useless on the track. 2 out of 10. Opposite sex factor is middle of the road. I either look like a very mild off-roading enthusiast or a guy who drives to get groceries in an aggressive manner, but also cares about polar bears. 5 out of 10. And finally, this week's wild card, the M category. How hard is it to do routine maintenance when compared to our special guest, my car? Up first is spark plugs, and on the Impreza, pretty easy job. Just remove the battery and the washer fluid reservoir and get your 35-foot ratchet. Good to go. The Crosstrek, like most newer cars, has a lot more going on in a much smaller space. Impreza wins. Oil filter. Subaru started this top-mounted oil filter thing a few years ago, which is fantastic. Advantage, Crosstrek. Air filter. Really a draw here. A few more parts and pieces to remove on the Crosstrek, but no big deal. Headlights. The Impreza is a piece of cake once you figure out the weird latch, but the Crosstrek feels like it was just designed better. Advantage, Crosstrek. The 2014 Subaru XV Crosstrek receives a 30 out of 50 and gets a respectable pass in the routine maintenance category. So if you're in the market for a car that has the aggressive styling of an Impreza, the ground clearance of a Forester, and the happy feel-goods of owning a hybrid, the Crosstrek might just be for you. It's sleek, it's modern, and it's just got a touch of hippie granola to it. If this car were to show up in my house, I wouldn't kick it out of my garage for eating crackers. Hey guys, thanks so much for watching, and a huge thanks to Valley Subaru of Longmont for hooking me up with the Crosstrek. Give them a like on Facebook, subscribe below, and I'll see you next time.